There are some movies that entertain you, and then there are movies that leave you angry for days. This story right here is one of them. Because this is not just a movie about poverty or family struggle. This is a painful story about a girl who sacrificed her entire youth for her family, only to be betrayed by the same people she suffered for. Honestly, if I had the chance to rename this movie, I would call it The Mother from Hell. Because what Monica went through in this family was emotional slavery disguised as motherhood. The movie begins with Monica as a young innocent girl growing up in a poor household. Her mother sells pap for survival, and instead of protecting Monica like a child, she turns her into a worker from an early age. Every morning, Monica carries pap around the neighborhood trying to help the family survive. But things slowly become disturbing because some of the male customers she delivers to are clearly predators. These grown men begin making disgusting advances toward her, trying to take advantage of her innocence. But despite her age and vulnerability, Monica stands her ground and refuses to give in. And this is where the movie already starts breaking your heart. Because instead of her mother protecting her daughter from those dangerous men, she keeps sending Monica back to the same customers. At some point, you honestly begin to wonder whether Monica is even this woman's biological child. Now Monica's father is not exactly a strong man, but at least he still has some humanity left in him. He wants Monica to return to school and have a better future. The family doesn't have enough money, so the man swallows his pride and borrows money from his brother just so Monica can continue her education. But Monica's mother has completely different plans. Instead of using the money for Monica's schooling, she redirects the resources toward Monica's younger siblings. And Monica? She says nothing. No insults. No rebellion. No bitterness. She simply smiles and keeps sacrificing herself for people who clearly do not value her. As she grows older, Monica learns tailoring and begins working at a sewing shop. From her teenage years all the way into adulthood, she becomes a silent provider for the household. Imagine this. No education, no support, no appreciation, no personal dreams. Everything Monica earns goes straight into the family. Meanwhile, her younger siblings continue progressing in life because Monica keeps carrying the burden nobody else wants to carry. And despite everything, Monica remains kind. That is what makes this movie even more painful to watch. Because she is not bitter. She is not wicked. She is genuinely good-hearted. Then finally, life gives Monica one small opportunity for happiness. She meets Pascal, and for the first time in this movie, someone actually sees Monica as a human being instead of a sacrifice. Pascal falls deeply in love with her, but more importantly, he sees potential in her. He believes Monica deserves a better life. He proposes marriage and tells her his plan. He wants to travel overseas first, establish himself, make money, and then return to take Monica abroad with him so they can start a new life together. For once, Monica finally has hope. But of course, her mother cannot allow that. The same woman who used Monica's youth to build everybody else's future suddenly becomes concerned about Monica's relationship. She manipulates Monica emotionally and tells her Pascal has bad intentions. Then she makes Monica promise never to marry him. And Monica, still desperate for her mother's approval, obeys. As if that was not painful enough, Monica had been secretly saving money to buy her own sewing machine and finally become independent. Even Pascal contributed money to support her dream. But once again, her mother pressures her into sacrificing everything for the family. This time, it is for the upkeep and education of her younger twin siblings. And Monica gives up the money. Again, at this point, you realize Monica has been conditioned to believe her own happiness does not matter. Eventually, under pressure from her mother, Monica breaks up with Pascal and rejects his marriage proposal completely. And just like that, she sacrifices the love of her life for people who would never do the same for her. Then the movie jumps forward 15 years later. And this is where the betrayal becomes unbearable. The younger twins Monica suffered for are now successful adults. Her sister Chica has graduated from university and even secured a bank job. Everything Monica lost her future for, they now enjoy freely. But then destiny pulls the cruelest twist imaginable. Pascal returns from overseas. And somehow, Chica, Monica's own younger sister, charms him into a relationship. Not only that, their mother suddenly approves of Pascal now. The same man she once called dangerous and unsuitable for Monica is now perfect for her younger daughter. That moment alone tells you everything you need to know about this woman. The family hides Pascal's return from Monica until the traditional introduction ceremony. And when Monica accidentally walks into the event and discovers the truth, the pain on her face is absolutely devastating. Imagine sacrificing your youth for your siblings, only for your own sister to marry the man you loved and gave up because of family pressure. Monica explodes emotionally and refuses to attend the wedding. Honestly, nobody could blame her. But the movie still isn't done destroying this woman's life. Soon after, Monica's twin brother announces he got a woman named Sharon pregnant and plans to marry her. The problem? The man has no job, no money, no direction. And once again, guess who saves the day? Monica. This woman gives her brother 300,000 naira to pay the bride price and marriage expenses. Then, because the house lacks space, Monica even sacrifices her personal room to accommodate Sharon. And this is where the next nightmare begins. Because Sharon quickly reveals herself as deeply disrespectful and manipulative. Despite living under Monica's sacrifice, Sharon constantly insults and disrespects her. What makes it worse is that Monica's own mother and brother side with Sharon against her. At this point, Monica has become a stranger in the same house she practically built. Eventually, she gets pushed to her breaking point and leaves the family house completely. Thankfully, life finally gives Monica a tiny reward. Her former boss, who is relocating to Canada, gifts Monica the tailoring shop she worked in for years. For the first time ever, Monica finally has something of her own. She moves into the shop and begins rebuilding her life independently. And honestly, this is one of the most satisfying moments in the movie because after years of suffering, Monica finally chooses herself. But peace still refuses to find her. Her father becomes seriously ill. Now remember, Chica, the sister married to Pascal overseas, has been sending money home for family upkeep. But their greedy mother hoards the money and pretends there are no funds for hospital treatment. Once again, Monica steps in. Despite everything these people have done to her, she pays for her father's hospital bills. At the same time, Monica begins attending a cloth designing program that eventually earns her a scholarship to Paris, France. For the first time, her talent is finally opening doors. Then her brother suddenly comes to apologize. He admits they treated her badly and asks Monica for financial help to start a business. And Monica forgives him. This woman's heart is honestly unreal. Not only does she forgive him, she gives him money and even allows him to sell goods from her shop. Then Sharon develops complications during pregnancy, and the family once again runs to Monica for help. They need 600,000 naira for surgery. And once again, Monica pays. But as she rushes to inform her father about the birth of his granddaughter, tragedy strikes. She discovers that her father has died. However, before his death, he gives Monica one final message. Follow your dreams. That moment hits hard because her father finally realizes Monica wasted her entire life living for everybody else. Then comes the burial preparations. And predictably, the entire family suddenly disappears from responsibility. Everyone expects Monica to carry the financial burden alone again. But this time, something inside her finally snaps. During an argument, Sharon insults Monica horribly. Monica slaps her. And then the most heartbreaking moment happens. Her brother, the same brother she sacrificed everything for, slaps her back. That slap was bigger than physical pain. It represented years of betrayal, exploitation, and emotional abuse. Monica walks out of that house. And this time, she never returns. After that, the family completely falls apart. Chica loses Pascal after his health deteriorates from heart disease, and she is eventually sent back to Nigeria. Sharon returns to sleeping around for money before abandoning the home entirely. The household becomes empty, broken, and miserable. Everything Monica held together collapses the moment she finally stops sacrificing herself. And honestly, that downfall felt deserved. Because love is tangible. Kindness is tangible. If people continuously receive love from someone yet refuse to show basic care or gratitude in return, eventually life collects the debt. Meanwhile, Monica's life finally changes. She returns from France transformed, successful, elegant, and emotionally stronger. And now, she has a fiancé. But despite all her success, Monica refuses to reconnect with the family that destroyed her youth. She plans her wedding quietly with support from her community instead of her relatives. Eventually, after pressure from her fiancé and best friend, Monica agrees to see her family one final time. but not as their daughter, not as their provider, not as their sacrifice, as a guest inviting other guests to her wedding. That scene is one of the coldest and most satisfying forms of justice in the entire movie. Because after giving them her youth, her dreams, her love, her money, and even her peace, they lost the right to call themselves her family. And that is where this emotional roller coaster finally ends. This movie is painful because Monica represents so many first daughters and responsible children who are forced to become parents to their own parents. Children who sacrifice everything, only to be repaid with manipulation, guilt, and betrayal. And in the end, the movie teaches one brutal lesson. Never destroy one child's future just to build everybody else's comfort. Because one day, that child may finally choose themselves. And when they do, the people who depended on their sacrifice will suddenly realize too late what they lost. On our scale from A to E, the movie Monica ranks an A+. Trust me, ensure you watch it with a handkerchief handy. The movie is prone to take some tears off you. Leave popcorn and drink, just hold a handkerchief. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. See you on my next one. Bye.